Okay, so your first step is to draw either an object or abstract shapes. So I'll do both for this case. So we're working on a small paper, which is size-wise, it's an A4 paper that has been halved and halved again. Okay, so you don't have to work too big, that way it won't take you too long to do. And then what we're going to do in a sketching pencil is draw your object. So I might just do a fish, because it's a nice easy shape. Okay, if you're doing abstract, keep it really simple. If you're doing abstract, then you would just be doing circles, squares, triangles randomly over your page. So this is the starting point of the design. Now what we want to do is create random lines. I could almost close my eyes and do a squiggle. And what we're going to do is random lines in an interesting way to divide your page up. And we are looking at all these cool little shapes here. If you've got big areas, then we need to come and make a line this way. So just do a squiggle. It's kind of a controlled squiggle. If you have a big area, perhaps draw something else there. And drop down some lines. Now you don't want to have too many tiny shapes because they're going to be harder to shade. Then with a shading pencil, 2B or 4B is best, but if you don't have it, use what you have. We're then going to color at least 4 values like we did in our tonal strip. This is really good because you get to practice circular motion. Remember, if you do circular motion, it's much easier to blend. Right now I'm pressing lightly. I've got quite a dark pencil. What am I using? I'm using a 4B right now. And what you're going to do is shade inside each segment. It's actually super relaxing. Put on great music, don't even think. Okay, and then I can come back and strengthen my dark a little bit more. So press lightly, go from medium to white, then press darker. When I get to my next section, you can choose where you want your dark to start. I wouldn't put it here because then this shape will combine into one. So I would put it anywhere but there. So maybe I would go here. Circular motion, you can start with lines, but remember when you want it to be nice and smooth, we're actually working with circles. Just like she did in the apple video. Feel free to move your page around. I'm just not doing it because I don't want to get out of place of the video. If you saw my setup of the camera right now, it's very, it's not very good, but it's all I have. Okay, so you got to decide where you want your white. It's always the opposite end to your darkest value. But I really, really want you to practice fading to white. You might not get it in all your sections, but our goal is to try. Having white and having the dark is what gives this such a cool effect. And we're doing it small because it's great practice. See, I've got dark here, so I think I'm going to do dark here. That way my white is going to be touching. Now, if you have a tiny area, this is why I said be careful of tiny shapes, because it's really hard to go from your dark value to your light value in such a small space. But do try and keep your whites if you can. Tiny ones like this, you might have to just color it in. Just choose if you want dark or white. So you can see how it's taking the effect. So that's it. But you fill your whole page.